Hey everyone, I'm here with my friend Dan and his son Remington. Say hi, Remington.
Hi.
And we are a couple miles west of the Two-Hearted River, heading down to Lake Superior for some agate hunting. Dan is an expert agate hunter. You've probably seen him in a couple other videos. So I'm expecting that if I don't find anything cool to show you, he will. And Remington.
Remington has been hot on my trail.
A little chilly out, but the wind's good. It's sunny. I'm feeling optimistic. I just love days when you can look right into the water so easily. This is going to be good. It's been windy here lately too, so it's one of the first calm days after a lot of wind. Remington has found the first agate of the day. Okay, let's move that into the sun a little bit more. That's very nice. And I heard your dad say he found one. Let's see what Dan's got.
Smaller than his. It's itty bitty.
Hey, any agate's a good agate.
Remington, I like yours better, buddy.
It's an interesting one down here. I think that's magnetite. Look at that jasper I just found. Doesn't get much redder than that. I think that's going to meet my tumbler. They never look quite as good once they dry out, but that's the whole point of tumbling them. So hopefully when I get done with this, it looks better than it did on the beach. It's been about 5 weeks since that beach hunt, so I had to rush these a little bit, so I didn't tumble that out, which I normally would have done. But it still took a nice shine. It's a pretty rock. Not sure if I just saw an agate down here or not. There's something that looks interesting. I don't know if you can see it. I'll see it in a minute. Nope. That's magnetite there, and it has some quartz over here. Not an agate. Also not an agate. Bloop. See a pretty little rock down there. It's red, white, and green. Oh, that's beautiful. This one sure turned out nice. He even kept that little bit of red on there. I was worried that was going to tumble off of there. Very pretty little rock. This is a pretty one. I like the red stripe going through it. Looks like a nice piece of jasper down there. That is nice. There it is, dry before tumbling. How nice this one turned out. Had a little bit of pitting right there, but over here it looks just awesome. That's kind of cool. Piece of sandstone. Ooh. It's red. Piece of jasper. It's like a piece of epidote. It's a nice one. This stuff polishes up nicely. So pretty. As far as I know, there's not a name for this rock. I always call it mystery rock because I never knew what the name was, but I don't think there is a name. If you get one without a soft layer, and a lot of times they do have a soft layer in them, but if you find it without a soft layer, they tumble really well. Like right there, you can see it's a little bit pitted. So that layer might not tumble great, but the rest of it will. Might even slab that one. I got it all slabbed up. Notice that looks kind of metallic right there. I grabbed a little magnet because I was wondering if that was hematite or magnetite or something, and the magnet sticks very well. Nope, yeah, it won't stick up there. But it sticks on those bands toward the bottom. They all look kind of the same. I think it's pretty cool looking though. Grab a sponge, get one wet. See if they look any different that way or just shinier. It brings out a little bit of color maybe. Still some oil from the sauce, so I rinsed them off, but water doesn't really want to stick. Yeah, that's the stuff looks like slabbed up. So I know there's chalcedony in this. In some layers, there's some sort of metallic thing, some sort of iron ore. I don't know if it's hematite or magnetite. Maybe something different. I don't know. We should come up with a name for this rock. It's not big, but it's a little agate. I love finding them like that. Just picked up this piece of magnetite, but it does have a little agate there in the middle. I usually keep stuff like this just because, I don't know, it doesn't look that great in a jar or whatever. But it's fun to look at here. Found this beauty. It's a banded jasper. I don't think that's banded iron formation because it doesn't look like hematite. It's just jasper with some stripes. Can't wait to see those stripes after they're tumbled. Of course, you don't have to wait because you're going to see it right now. There you go. Instant gratification. Isn't that birdie? Haven't picked this one up yet, but it looks like a very cool rock. That is very cool. I'm going to tumble that, but I'm worried that that's going to get tumbled off because it's not very thick. Might have to grind this a little bit to get it ready to go in the tumbler. That is really neat. In order to save this red spot, I'm going to grind out this right there. You can see that's concave right there. It's a little groove. Same thing right along here. I'm going to grind that out. And probably this. Might even take that whole thing off because that's going to look bad. Oh, and a little spot right there. Quite a bit of grinding, actually. Better get started. It just took a couple minutes. You might wonder why I don't do that more often. I usually only do that for really nice rocks, and there's two reasons. One is that I'm lazy, and it takes more effort to do that than to just throw it in a tumbler barrel. And the other reason is that that first wheel, well, all the wheels actually on that machine are pretty expensive, and tumbling grit's cheap in comparison. So to save the wheels, I try to save them for making cabochons. Well, I managed to keep that red spot on there. Everything else looks pretty good. There's some fractures, but they're internal, so there's not much you can do about those unless you grind the rock down really, really small. I like that red spot. Saw something bright and colorful down here. You see it? Wow, that's pretty. That's a super colorful one. The winds come up just a little bit. It doesn't feel windy really, but it's a lot harder to see through the waves. I don't know what I'm picking up here. Wasn't that? Yeah, see? Nothing. Granite. It's bright. I was hoping that might be an agate, but another mystery rock. Sure is pretty though. I forgot to get a picture of this one dry before I tumbled it, but there it is tumbled. Beautiful little rock. Gonna see right into it. Well, I've been hunting the water and not finding any agates, and these guys have been finding agates left and right. You'll have to watch Dan's video to see those. But I just came up here, and no sooner did I come out of the water and I found this little water level agate. You can see the water level over there.
Maybe 10 seconds of hunting.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Really, that's not even an exaggeration.
No.
I just walked out of the water.
Is that an eye on that little corner?
I don't know if that's an eye, but
maybe. I love all water levels. Those are my favorite.
Water levels? Sam likes those a lot too. They're not my favorite. I like the fortification or the eyes the best. But I'll keep this. Not giving it to you. All right, this is a recreation because I've already picked it up. But I saw that guy sitting there, and I really didn't think it was anything until I looked closer. And there are bands all over the place. And I haven't even gotten it wet yet.
Remington, you want to get it wet for Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, we got
Don't drop it.
Got an assistant here. How's it look wet?
Turn it over in your hand.
Yeah, let's look at that side. Wow.
That is really pretty.
That's beautiful. I'm a happy camper.
Rob's down for two for two in 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes on the beach on the dry stuff. I found this one up by my bucket, but I walked it down to the water because I wanted to see it wet. Wasn't sure if it was jasper or agate. Not sure that it's anything. Dan said he calls these strawberry agates. I don't know if it's going to tumble well, but I'm going to throw it in the tumbler and find out. I think this one might do okay. I don't see any major problems with it. Yeah, I'd say it did okay. There's a little bit of undercutting right there, but this side looks really cool. It's a pretty neat rock. Found a little chip there. See it? It's tiny, but got good bands. I don't know how to film it. There you go. Found another one of these. I don't usually take these home, but if I find nice ones, I found they really polish well, so. That one might come home with me. Shouldn't take too long to tumble. This one turned out nice, even though it's pretty small. Really like that one. See that one? Remington just said he found one too, but let's look at this one, then we'll take a look at Remington's. Wow. Look at that. Alright, let's get this wet, and then can I see yours, Remington?
Yeah.
We'll finish up with this one, then take a look at yours. As expected, it's even better wet. Okay, what do you have? Oh yeah, there's some bands. Definitely has bands. That's beautiful.
That would make a nice ring. Wow, look at how vibrant those colors are.
Oh, that's...
And the... Wow, that is really beautiful.
We found some really good ones today.
That's a fortification.
Nothing big, but yeah, I like fortification better than water level.
That one is so striking.
Let's pick this one up in the dry rocks. I've already had it over to the water to get it wet, obviously. Don't know what it is. I think it's just jasper, but it does have some agate qualities. So I'm going to throw that in the tumbler and see what happens. Well, here's what happened. Got shiny. Imagine that. So there are some little holes in there that I probably should have tumbled out. Sometimes rocks have those holes all throughout, but I have a hunch that one more week in coarse grit would have gotten rid of most of these. I still like it though. There's a banded shirt. These are never as good as they are on Lake Huron. At least in my experience, I've never found as good a one as on Lake Huron. That would tumble, but it wouldn't get any more crisp than that, so I think I'm going to leave that right there. No problem seeing that one. I didn't think there were going to be any bands. I thought it was just a carnelian, but there's a little bit of banding right there in the middle. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but that looks like it might be an agate poking out down there. What do you think, Remington?
You want me to get it wet?
Sure, here, you can just dump it in my bucket. I got some water down in there. My bucket's kind of big for my rocks. Is it an agate?
Yeah.
Yes,
Does it have any bands?
Hold it steady.
Not really any obvious bands.
But
What do you
think?
More of a carnelian. I'm not even sure if it's... I think it's a carnelian.
I think so. It almost looks like a little bit of... I don't know. I think it's agate.
Yeah, it's not real obvious. In the bucket it goes. And I just found what I think is a really nice agate. Doesn't look very translucent. Let's go see what it looks like wet. That's an interesting one. What do you think, Remington? What do you think of that one? Not really sure what to say about that. It's different. Kind of
I like
paint
it.
agate.
You can
sort of
see clear into it. It is kind of paint.
Can I hold it?
You want to hold it, buddy? I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's different.
It's got to be 2 ounces or better, so that's good.
Can you help me?
Let's look at. Oh yeah, look at the light through it.
You want me to help you?
All right, I'll take that. Little guy hiding down there. a little chip of something. What'd you find?
Kind of it's an agate, but it's, you know, low quality, not any distinct banding or clarity, but it's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want it? Remington's not picky.
Let's do it.
There's a banded shirt that's a lot better than the last one I found. That might be good enough to get a ride in the Jeep. Well, did you enjoy your ride in the Jeep, little guy? Hope so. Not only did it get a ride in the Jeep, it got a ride in the tumbler too. Those holes are pretty deep, so I wasn't going to tumble those out without losing the whole rock. Pretty cool little chert. I see two possible agates down here. This one. Is that an agate or is that jasper? I don't think that's an agate. Close. Let's call that a maggot. A maybe agate. That's coming home either way. And there's another pinkish one down here. That one is not coming home with me. I think this one's going to look really, really good. Hoping at least. That's a little pitted, but I'm not disappointed with that. Beautiful little rock. Okay, Remington has it made. Dan has not offered to carry me on his back. But Dan has a hard time picking up rocks right now, and I can pick up beautiful pieces of epidote like that one. I think that'll go nicely in the tumbler. That's a pretty one. That one turned out just about perfect. Beautiful. Love epidote. Couple cool ones down here. Actually 3. Let's pick up all of these. Alright, that's no good. That one's cool. Like little lightning bolts on there. That's coming home. And that one's not going to tumble. See that little spot right there? Spots like that will not tumble well. I think that might be mica. So that's staying there. I do like that one though. I'd call that one a winner. I already picked this up, so I know it's cool. It's got a stripe. I don't know if that's epidote in there or what that is. Nice rock. It's supposed to be a high of 63 degrees, so I'm not going to be doing that today. You happy down there, Remington? That's a nice piece of epidote. This is magnetite. You can tumble that, and it tumbles okay, but never great. So I usually leave it behind. What's that? Almost thought that was an agate for a second. Not sure what it is, but it's not an agate. Should it go in the tumbler? Yeah, what the heck? Let's put it in the tumbler. Well, I'm sure glad I made that decision. This might be one of my favorite rocks in the batch. Very pretty. What do you think of that? See something colorful down there. I don't think it's an agate. Just in case. Not an agate, but good rock to take home. That's pretty. Maybe not quite as pretty dried off, but I expect to be pretty again once it's tumbled. And it is. Just turned off the camera and there's another one. That's unikite. Guess that's what I'd call that. Whoops, back on the lake it goes. There we go. That's coming home with me too. I love how it's got that like spider webby pattern on there. That's gonna tumble quickly too. Probably just a week and coarse grit. I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed in this one. I couldn't find the rock for a while because it looks so different. It lost a lot of that webby pattern. And it doesn't look as yellow as it did on the beach. Very nice rock. I just liked it better before. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Let's take that down to the water and see what it looks like. Ooh, even better. How's it look back here? Pretty good. I think I like this side better. I'll be lucky to get this one done in time for the video. There's some pretty deep cracks in there. That's a rough looking rock. I did a lot of grinding on this rock to get it to look this good. I really like that side better than I thought I would. Turned out to be a very cool rock. Another one of those mystery rocks. I always look for soft spots because a lot of times there's a layer that's kind of soft. I don't see anything here. Maybe right there might be a little bit bad, but it doesn't go too far. Yeah, right there might not be good, but it doesn't look real bad, so I think that's worth a shot in the tumbler. Ended up turning out pretty good. It's pretty banged up around here. Probably could have tumbled that a little bit more. Sure did get shiny. My favorite agates are the ones where you don't have to wonder if it's an agate before you pick it up. And I'm not wondering too much about that one. You gotta get that wet. Whoops, I dropped it. Is that the one? I think that's the one. Yeah, it's got bands. I think I just spotted a little bigger one. You see it? That's got to be an agate. Gotta get it wet. Oh, I think it fooled me. Ah! I don't think that's an agate. You know, I'll throw it in the tumbler. See if it looks good that way. Darn, I thought I had one. I had the little pock marks there. Everything looked good. Oh well, can't win them all. Shame on you for fooling me like that. Been home for a couple days and I'm still a little bit upset. Alright, it's been 5 weeks now and I'm completely over it. Rock's shiny, kind of blah, but at least it's shiny. I've seen a lot of Omars today. I always do on these beaches, but I don't think I've shown you one yet. So there's one. Dan found a really cool one earlier today. That one's on his video. I always love the pure white quartz. That's neat. Even neater now that it's completely shiny. That one was a huge success. Like a jasper down here. I think that's maybe some, got it in the sun, some hematite in there. And some jasper over here. I think that's what I'm seeing. I like it. I like looking at jasper really, really close. Isn't that awesome? Something very yellow down there. Well, that's pretty. I really like that. Even has a stripe. Oh, it's still yellow. That's a cheerful little rock. A weird looking rock down there. Well, that's pretty cool. And not so good on that side. I like that. There's some good stripes. That's a fun rock. All right, well, I guess that's it for us, and we'll leave a link to Dan's channel in the description so you can see his video, and we'll see you next time.